I'm gonna tell you exactly how to become the most likable person in the room all the time. But being liked is so basic, and I don't care if everyone on earth hates me, as long as I can do what I want. Well, actually, I can't say anything to that. You do you. But if you're even a little curious, think about this. Highly likable people generally have more in life. They have more friends, they land more deals, they get more dates, they get invited to everything, they're easily forgiven, and the list goes on. When a really likable person walks into a room, people want to know them. Highly likable people are more charismatic and influential. And this alone is like a cheat code to life that gives them access to opportunities that non-likable people will never see. It's pretty much the closest thing you can get to a superpower in real life. And believe it or not, it's not a natural talent, and nobody is born with it. It's something that anyone can learn and cultivate. In a study conducted at UCLA, subjects had to rate over 500 different adjectives based on their perceived significance to likability. Surprisingly, the top-rated adjectives ended up having nothing to do with being sociable, intelligent, or attractive, which are innate characteristics. Instead, the top adjectives were sincerity, transparency, and capacity for understanding others. In another study conducted by the Australia Journal of Psychology, they found that likable people are more likely to keep their jobs, not due to technical skills or talent, but due to likability. Why? Because likable people are easier to work with, are great on teams, and get people to work with them effortlessly. If I haven't convinced you enough already, after learning and applying the techniques I'm about to share with you, I not only managed to develop relationships with people I only used to fantasize about, or go on dates with women I used to only dream of, and create friendships with both men and women that I thought only existed on TV or in the movies, but I even managed to nearly triple my annual income in a year. I know a lot of people can benefit from this, so here are my best tips on how to be more likable. Tip number 1, ask tons of questions and be a good listener. The biggest mistake that people make when it comes to listening is they're so focused on what they're going to say next that they fail to really hear what's being said. The words might be coming through clearly, but the meaning is completely lost. A simple way to avoid this is to ask a lot of questions. People like to know you're listening, and something as simple as clarifying, like, what did you mean when you said you were frustrated? Or, are you referring to the dinner last week? Shows that not only are you listening, but you also care about what they're saying. You'll be surprised at how much respect and appreciation you gain by just asking questions. If you want a more detailed explanation on how to do this, please watch our video on how to be an excellent conversationalist. Tip number 2, if you want to be more likable, you absolutely need to be open-minded. Being open-minded makes you approachable and interesting. No one wants to have a conversation with someone who's already formed an opinion about you and isn't willing to listen. To eliminate preconceived notions and judgment, you need to see the world through the other person's eyes. This doesn't mean that you have to believe what they believe or support their behavior. It simply means you stop passing judgment long enough to really understand why they think a certain way. Only then can you let them be who they are. Having an open mind is crucial, especially in the workplace, where being approachable means 1, accessing new ideas and resources which can help you advance your career, and 2, help and support from your colleagues which can save you in sticky situations. I have to say that this one is really big for me. I can't count how many times my coworkers have agreed to do me a favor just because I'm always open-minded when I'm around them. Listening to their hair loss problem, showing them support with their unique photography projects, and remembering the small things like asking them about their keto diet, or how their weekend in an anime-themed hotel went, or how they were finding their girlfriend's recent obsession with bonding. Tip number 3, balance your passionate side and your fun side. People gravitate towards those who are passionate. That said, it's easy for passionate people to come across as too serious or uninterested because they tend to get absorbed in their work. To become likable, you need to know how to balance your passion with your ability to have fun. At work, you can be serious and friendly. You can still get things done because you're socially effective in short amounts of time. What I mean is in small windows throughout the day when you know how to capitalize on valuable memorable social moments, like asking about your boss's new baby or your colleague's trip to Bali. If you also remember what your coworkers told you yesterday or last week, it shows that they're just as important to you as your work. Tip number 4, you need to choose to be happy. Have you ever been around people who are really positive and happy all the time? And I don't mean the people who go out of their way to make sure that everyone knows, but I mean people who can always keep their head up and smile no matter what situation they find themselves in. Here's what you can learn from people who genuinely express joy like that. They choose to live and enjoy life. How do you come off like this? Smile when you greet others. Don't openly complain about people and your situation. Appreciate the small things in life, like the sun being out or good food, and learn to celebrate the success of people around you. If you do this, people will unconsciously find themselves wanting to be part of you and your group of friends or colleagues. We all gravitate towards positivity. Tip number 5, people distance themselves from those who are desperate for attention. You don't need to develop a big, extroverted personality to be likable. Simply being friendly and considerate is all you need to win people over. When you speak in a friendly, confident, and caring way, you'll notice that people listen to you more and are happier to support you than if you try to show them that you're the most important person in the room all the time. One way to do this is to demonstrate humility. When you're being given attention, for example, when you're recognized for a really big accomplishment or you're publicly given an award, instead of highlighting all of your personal successes, shift the focus to all the people who helped you get there. This might sound cliche, but if it's genuine, the fact that you pay attention to others and appreciate their help will show that you're grateful and humble, 2 adjectives that through multiple studies have been closely tied to likability. While all of these tips are 100% guaranteed to make you more likable, they do take some time to practice, especially if you've never done these things before and it doesn't feel natural. The great thing about adopting and developing these likable traits is that eventually they will become natural to you. Again, everyone has the ability to do this, but not everyone will want to make the effort to change. We can all use with more likable people at work, in our circle of friends. The way you can encourage this is by having them wish they were you when you become the most likable person in the room yourself. If you found this useful, hit the like button and subscribe for more videos. We really appreciate your support. Also, follow us on our social media and visit our website at thetopessentials.com for more tips on how to live your best life. See you guys soon.